Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. Brooks now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, pink. Black, 95. Ready?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
258. Back one. Get up. Get up.
Warren once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
258.
They'll go again with Warren. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and a running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
319. Easy. Look at you.
A give left side to Warren. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Some offenses. Well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
258.
Trying the left side with Warren. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They strike for 23 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
Those outside runs So critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 319. 319. 319.
Warren running between the tackles. And gets a few on the punch forward.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
319.
This is Warren, headed right. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
319. 26. 319.
They'll run with Warren. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed 1, but they're going to lose 1 on that play. It's 4th down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
319. 50. 319.
Going for it with Warren. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
258.
A give left side to Johnson. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
319.
They go with Warren on the run. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Blue 58.
And he's sneaking with Rogers. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that low man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Blue 58.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Mike Tomlin never afraid to go for two. Has his offense out to do just that. And the pass is the right call on the two-point try, but we've got laundry on the field, so let's listen. And I think there's a good case for that to go either way, but the officials decided he was the more egregious offender, so it's offensive interference.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Isaac Galindo to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers tie it in the final minute of the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Sure didn't take long for somebody to get this game off and running, pun intended. But there's a lot of rounds left to fight and punches to be thrown. Sure feels good, though, to be the first one to land that haymaker.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh, as they take a 7-6 lead here.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
319.
Rodgers off the play action. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. And this one is launched downfield. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Became Metcalf, the intended receiver. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Blue 58. Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. D for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. The Steelers say they have it, and indeed they do. Steeler football. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
319. Jump out.
They run with Warren. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
30.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Purdy on the play action. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Get set, get set. Hey.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's 2nd and goal. Again, here's McCaffrey. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Goals caught. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead to 7. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. He's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Go right. Move it here. Zoom, zoom.
Rodgers from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game.
They'll take over first and 10.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be